Hello and welcome to Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. I'm Mr. Randy, and today we're doing another brew review. Finally getting around to that. Finally getting down to that West Coast IPA from 512. Yeah, it was a. I don't know if you've caught the previous video brew review I did. We talked about the little hiccup. But anyways, if you're new to the channel, we hiccup every now and then. All my return viewers, you know how much we hiccup. So let's just go ahead and get it on. Today's brew review is going to be of the 512 Brewing Company's West Coast IPA. This is 6.5% alcohol by volume. She is a little sweaty. Give her a good little courtesy wipe down. Always wipe the lids of your cans, even if you're going to be pouring them into glasses, as someone who's had experience working in a warehouse where they store these. So, brewed by 512 Brewing Company in Austin, Texas. Crazy place, Austin, Texas. Bright IPA with Eureka, Amarillo, and Necatron hops. Well, I'm glad you got it when I didn't have to get it. There you go. Recycle, damn it. And that's it. I got a little bit more information off of that, off of the website, and some, other different sources. But let's get it cracked, shall we? If I can. There we go. So if you're new to the channel, when I do my brew reviews, it's usually a one and done deal, if you will. I try and find singles. Sometimes I have no other choice. I got to buy a 6-pack or a 12-pack. But those selections are often pushed down the list of the, to make videos of. That's beautiful. That is the color and the color difference. That is beautiful. So I don't think I need to tell you more that that head does have an off beige, light almond sort of color to it. That is holding in. Love these IPAs. What did I used to think about IPAs when they first came out and they first, were getting pretty popular? That was many years ago. I thought they were just some kind of bougie craft beer phase thing that, And I remember trying one, and it was bitter as all get out. But yeah, that was a bad experience. I wouldn't say bad, but it was kind of off-putting enough. But this American 2-row Vienna wheat malts. Those are the malts it didn't list. It listed the hops: the Eureka, the Amarillo, and the Necatron. Nectaron. Got it. Nectaron. And it's listed as a spring availability. I did get this in spring. It was late spring, early summer. Okay, I do apologize about that. I forgot I had my phone connected to my Bluetooth speaker. My construction orange take with me almost everywhere. Listen to audiobooks and whatnot. I forgot I had connected to it, and a phone call came through, and it stopped the recording. I don't know if you heard the ringing, but anyways, we're moving on. Let's see, where were we? Oh yeah, spring availability. We got that. So it's got a 60 rating for this IBU. The International Bitterness Unit rating is 60. For all my calorie count, carb conscious connoisseurs, calorie count is 211 with a 15 to 10 carb count. That's interesting. But it is what it is, I suppose. 15 to 20. It's a little on the heavy ended, but mid to heavy. And that's just fine, I guess. We've earned it today. We've really earned it today. So I paid $2.88 out the door for this 6.5% ABV. It's like little mountains. There we go. Like little foamy mountains. On the nose. Oh, that's unique. I'm starting to be able to pick some of these malts and hops out. And you keep having that reoccurring sort of scent. It builds like memory in the brain. I don't know about that Nectaron. I know I've had Amarillo, but it's been a while since that one. Eureka, I've had that a few times. Vienna. This is a kind of a nice little crazy mix, but let's get it on the palate. Okay. Very interesting. Okay. We did this crazy loop-de-loop here. Felt like a Jaeger loop almost. Like, what just happened? I'm going to hold on to that for just a moment. I'm going to do one more and we'll move on. It's got a softness to it, a soft tone to it. It's got some good intensity, but it's relatively soft. It's nothing in here that's sticking out above anything else. But okay, yeah, there's like a little loop-de-loop. First you get something, and then it kind of evolves into something else. Almost seems like it comes back around to that front end hops. I'm sorry, it starts off with like a malt. Then you sort of loop over to the hops. Here, I'm sorry, have some. And it loops around to the hops. And the hops hang around for a while. And then it flips over like a Jaeger loop. It kind of does a loop-de-loop and then flips over. And you get some bitterness. One more time. Yeah. You get some good malt, wheat malt. Then it rolls over. Or flips over. You get that, some of the hoppiness. That's nice. I like that. None of it's overwhelming. It's relatively, I don't want to say mild, but you know, I'd probably say moderate. This is not quite the weakest IPA or the strongest, but it's kind of right there in the middle. Kind of like it. I'm gonna get one more. I'm gonna move on. Yeah, it's good. You get like a good malts up front, juicy malt. Then, like I said, it loops over and you get hops. And then the hops hang out for a little bit. Yeah, and then it kind of flips over and slides for a while. And there's a little bit of dryness. Very little. I mean, you're going to notice it. But it's not overwhelming. It's not uncomfortable. It's all over the palate. And it does have this sort of mild, twangy aftertaste that's going to want to linger. It's not bad. You kind of get used to it from the IPAs, is that they tend to do that. Excuse me, getting burpy also tends to do that to me. So it's got a mild nose. The palate is phenomenal. I like everything that it does and everything that it tastes. It's a good one, and it's 6.5. That's actually pretty nice. Carb count, slightly concerning, but okay. Calorie count is not too bad for what it is. I mean, we've seen some calorie counts much higher than that. Near pushing 300 on some of these, especially the double IPAs, the Imperial IPAs. The finish, like I said, the finish is interesting. It's a slight bit dryness, and it's all across the palate. It's like dry, hoppy, but the hop is sort of mildish. So is the dryness. I actually like that. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, go ahead and do so while you're there. Getting closer, getting much, much closer. I just need to do the bar now. Just got to get that bar together. Look into it this weekend. Maybe have some plans, schematics built up, and we'll break out the tools and get her done. So let's put a score on it, shall we? West Coast IPA from 512. Local guys, right? Local boys. The price point is pretty nice. Well, I don't want to skip over the score, but I just want to say the price point is pretty nice. Buy it in the multi-pack. They do have a multi-pack. Problem with the multi-variety pack is it has like two of the options I've already had. And it's got two that I can't find anywhere else outside of that variety pack. So I just might knock it out and just have extras. Sounds fine. Let's put a score on it, shall we? I like it. I think it's heavy-handed on the carbs, but that's okay. Price point's good. Availability is going to be an issue. Like I said, it's a summer release kind of thing. I want to say a week 4 out of 5. Yeah, the availability is going to ding it. The carb count can't even tell me for sure how much. Is it 15 or is it 20? That's got to have a pretty hefty ding. Yeah, another thing is the availability. I can only find it in the variety packs. I'd have to buy variety packs in order to buy this again. There it is. I bought this at my not-so-local Specs that I went to like a couple weeks ago. Finally getting around to it. I take little breaks every now and then, but like I said, I've got so much backlog of videos that I've taken a few time off, like 2 times now. The last one I just did right here was like only a couple days. The one before that was like for a week. Not necessarily a dry week, but I took off like doing like heavy load for the scheduling and whatnot. I just wanted to take a break and think about some things and work on, getting the channel up to, up to. So yeah, my fair price would be, I think I'll leave it alone. Like I said, because I bought this as a single and not in the pack, it's going to have a little bit of a higher price point, but it can drop if you buy it in like a 12-pack or a 6-pack or variety pack. Would I buy this again? I would very much so consider it. In fact, if I did see it again, I think I might just snag it. I just think I just might get that variety pack. That way I can get this one again and another one again and then one I don't care for, but then that fourth one I need to get it done. It's a white can. I forget exactly. It's a white can, but we've had the pecan porter and another one that they have, and it's pretty good. I like 512 Brewing Company. I don't know whether or not, because I know this is probably going to be coming out a little ways from the day that I'm recording it, but we just recently had a few different breweries here in Texas shut down, and that's very sad. And they covered a lot of these. The ones that I've had on the channel, quite a few of them have come from those distilleries that have shut down. And at least half of the ones I tried from them were actually pretty good ones. This one is a pretty dang good one, and I like it. So in the comment section, I'd like to know where you're at. What are you currently drinking? How do you feel about these distilleries, breweries starting to shut down? We could talk about it. Talk about this, talk about that, talk about anything. Anywho, there it is. As always, thanks for stopping by here at Mr. Randy's Wine and Spirits. You already know.